And meanwhile, here in southern New England and especially Massachusetts, the drought hasn't expanded too much this week. There was just a very, very little expansion of the severe drought in Berkshire County, but that's it. Many of us stayed the same from last week due to Monday's rain. It didn't really include Tuesday's rain, though. That will be included in next week's drought monitor. And we'll talk more about that in just a minute. But first, taking a look at your 24. This afternoon, evening, we've got partly cloudy skies. There is a low risk for a spot shower to pop up, but it's pretty unlikely. I think most of us will stay rain-free through the next maybe 12 to 18 hours. But as we head closer to noon tomorrow, things start to get a bit dicey. So tomorrow morning, as you wake up, I think if you're up early, it'll feel maybe, low to mid 60s, a little bit muggy. We warm fast again with some good sunshine through the morning. Temperatures are going to max out early tomorrow because I think the first round of storms comes in by noon. So here we are at 11 a.m. We're already starting to see some wet weather come into the Berkshires. It might not be too intense, though, because it is kind of early in the day. However, it could pick up some steam as it makes its way across the valley by, say, noon, 1 o'clock. So we may get a few stronger thunderstorms here. But then another batch gets going later in the afternoon and early evening. This one could also produce some strong to severe storms. And I think this one might have a slightly better chance at it. There's a couple of things it depends on. So early afternoon, mid to late afternoon, we get another batch, and then our cold front will keep the chance for wet weather going past sunset. Then things will quiet down as we get closer to midnight. Skies will turn partly cloudy eventually. There is a slight risk, which is a 2 out of 5 on the scale for all of western Mass, and a good portion of getting into, Vermont, New Hampshire, parts of eastern New York. The farther south and east you go, the lower the severe weather risk for tomorrow. The main concern for us is straight line winds. So we're talking wind gusts of 40 to 60 miles an hour. Isolated flooding or flash flooding is a possibility, especially if you get hit with multiple rounds of heavy rain. Frequent lightning, that's almost a guarantee in this kind of air mass. And then there is a low risk for hail or even a stray tornado. It's just not a good risk. Now, the flash flooding risk for tomorrow is also on the low side, and it includes pretty much all of New England. So anything that comes through tomorrow is going to have some pretty heavy rain. If you get hit more than once tomorrow, which is a possibility, then your flooding threat is going to start to go up. So you want to watch out for that around the evening commute, that, you know where those streets are that tend to flood a little easier than others. Humidity stays high even behind the cold front heading into Saturday because the front stalls along the coast. Sunday, humidity comes down a little bit, kind of like today, but then it shoots back up again early next week. In fact, next week starts to get a little bit hot, at least at the start, but then we have some pretty sizable changes coming. There is a heat index that maybe gets close to the mid-90s on Tuesday. We'll have to see how it plays out. Yesterday, it looked like the cold front would come through next Tuesday, but now it looks like it may hold off again until Wednesday. That should be our next round of showers and thunderstorms, but it may not be anything too crazy that comes by. What is going to be crazy is the change in the air mass. So we've got no change coming with this next cold front for Friday into Saturday. It's going to be humid this weekend, maybe not quite as hot, but we could see a stray shower. Monday, Tuesday gets toasty. Tuesday, we could get close to 90. Wednesday is our next shot at seeing a few stronger thunderstorms. Then we're talking 70s during the day, 40s at night, sunshine and dry air to kick off the month of September. Chris and Mary, back to you.
Thanks, Jan.